Welcome to Salad with a Side of Fries. I'm your host, Jenn Trepeck, talking wellness and weight loss for real life. We're here to clear up the myths, misinformation, bad science, and marketing to teach you how to eat and how to cheat. Are you ready? I'm having salad with a side of fries. This week, we're talking about Trader Joe's sweet and sour gummy worms. So I first saw these on social media, and specifically, people kept sending other people's content to me about these, and every single video was people talking about how these gummy worms, they were so excited about them, and it sent them directly to the bathroom with significant elimination.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
So in my mind, I was like, I wonder if this is connected to the fiber maxing trend. So if you haven't heard of this, the fiber maxing trend, I think it's a little bit of a counter to the protein packing that we've been seeing. And it's the idea of just maximizing our fiber intake. And if you're a longtime listener, you know I always say protein and fiber at every meal makes removing fat no big deal. And at the same time, we also talk about how increasing our fiber happens by eating veggies and fruit, slowly increasing so that our body can acclimate, and not relying on fiber powders or fiber supplements to get the recommended amount of daily fiber. So anyway, I'm not sure if Trader Joe's is jumping on that trend or if people just saw these gummies and then experienced what happened when you end up with a major dose of fiber all at once. So especially if you're not used to it. So either way, it made me very curious for us to look at these gummy worms because also as far as candy goes, like I'm a sour gummy candy kind of girl. What's your go-to?
Yeah, like chewy candies. Like not necessarily sour, but
Yes.
I like the chewies.
Yes.
Get it like stuck in my teeth for days.
Yes.
I do brush my teeth, but
still,
yeah.
right.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I started Trader Joe's website because I wanted to see what they were saying about the sweet and sour gummy worms. So they say, worms in their gummy form have always made a strong case for themselves. Wonderfully wiggly, charmingly chewy, and satisfyingly sweet. I love their marketing people. Okay, Trader Joe's sweet and sour gummy worms inch that tradition forward, but with a slightly different approach to sweetness. These candies contain 0 grams of sugar per serving. Instead,
Oh no. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Instead, these fruity flavored worms rely on a blend of allulose, organic erythritol, and monk fruit extract for the sweetener, citric acid for the sour zing, creating a 0 grams of sugar per serving candy that still seriously satisfies a sweet tooth. Then they say, if the aforementioned absence of sugar wasn't enough to hook you, you'll be glad to hear these worms get their colors from fruit and veggie juices and their fruity flavor from strawberry juice extract and natural flavors. Dig into a package of worms during a movie. Use them to bait your candy dish or to add a squirmy splash of color to cupcakes. Arrange them atop cups of TJ's chocolate pudding with crushed JoJo's cookies for nostalgic worms and dirt style dessert. However you enjoy them, by the fistful, one segment at a time or otherwise, Trader Joe's sweet and sour gummy worms are ready to wiggle their way into your regular rotation of sweet and sour snacks.
Do you remember the Olestra era?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so
Chips
I'm having
sent everybody to the bathroom.
chips that had no fat and were just like very much too good to be true. Also, do you remember the J. Peterman catalog?
Yes.
That's what that description reminds me of. And we used to love reading those.
Yes.
So I very much appreciate the story that the gummy worms just told.
Exactly. So I am here for their marketing team. I also appreciate a little nostalgic tug on the heartstrings coupled with like the modern no sugar, better sweeteners, natural colorings spin.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I think this is a lot of spin that could make a person think that these are the holy grail of food, that we want to eat them all the time.
Yeah.
So
by the fistful, I believe.
Exactly. To quote Trader Joe's, by the fistful.
Don't take them to a movie theater.
Right. So let's go.
We'll regret it.
Exactly. So you might miss a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the nutrition facts. The package has 5 servings of 8 pieces each. Now, that's not a terribly small serving size. And at the same time, I am guessing it is also very easy to eat more than that, especially if you go the movie theater, or as they recommend, eat them by the fistful. For what it's worth, my fist would be more than 8.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I digress. 8 gummy worms gives us 35 calories, 0 grams of fat, 26 grams of total carbs, of which it's 14 grams of fiber. 0 grams of total sugar, 0 grams of added sugar, as they told us, 2 grams of sugar alcohols, then 0 grams of protein. On the micronutrients, there's a little bit of calcium, but nothing worth thinking about. Okay, so from this, a couple things. 14 grams of fiber is a lot in one little thing if you're not used to it. That's like half or a little more than half of the daily recommended fiber intake in one sitting from your candy.
Yes.
And so, of course, this is sending people to that porcelain throne, if you will, right? Like on the net carbs front, we have 10 net carbs. So it's the 26 total carbs minus the 14 grams of fiber minus the 2 grams of sugar alcohols. And in an ideal world, we would want our net carbs to be single digits. Then pair it with some quality fat and some protein. You know, this is likely not impacting your blood sugar if you're having a single serving. And at the same time, we've talked about before that even things made with better for you sweeteners, and I say better for you in air quotes, 2 things can happen. The taste of sweet can create an insulin response and can keep us craving or addicted to those sweet flavors.
Yeah.
I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying things to consider. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the ingredients. And they do have this note that goes with the nutrition facts. It says, since posting, the details of this item may have changed due to fluctuating market prices, federal regulations, currency rates, drought, bandits, rush hour traffic, filibusters, zombie apocalypse, punctilious product developers. Contact our crew for current price and availability.
But nothing about sending you to the bathroom.
Right. So to that, I think my key takeaway is read the information on the package in front of you if you're going to go for these. Okay, ingredients. Resistant tapioca dextrin fiber, allulose, resistant corn maltodextrin fiber, organic erythritol, pectin, lactic acid powder, which is lactic acid, calcium lactate, citric acid, sodium citrate, strawberry juice concentrate, natural flavors, fruit and vegetable juices for color, and monk fruit extract. And then it says may contain milk, egg, soy, wheat, peanut, almond, cashew, hazelnut, macadamia nut, pecan, pistachio, walnut. So I'm guessing these are made in the same facility and on the same machines as other products. I think I appreciate that there really aren't any surprises in the ingredient list. The thing worth noting, though, okay, allulose, we've talked about before. It's a low GI sweetener, a low glycemic impact sweetener that in high amounts can create digestive upset. It is the number 2 ingredient here behind a fiber and then followed by another fiber. So I'll talk about those 2 fibers in a second. But long story short, this ingredient list is recipe for a case of the poops.
Yeah. I believe we call that TLDR.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You are going to call this episode
a case of the poops. Right. The resistant tapioca dextrin fiber it's actually supposed to be better tolerated by the gut than other sources of fiber, especially at high doses. Similar thing with the resistant corn maltodextrin fiber. I actually work with a product that uses a similar fiber, and it is well tolerated and more of a functional fiber. So I don't hate the ingredients on that front. I just think you combine all of that, these 2 fibers plus the allulose that we know can send you to the bathroom. And then erythritol is your sugar alcohol, is the fourth ingredient. Sugar alcohols can also send us to the bathroom or with GI discomfort if we have too much. Now here, it says there's only 2 grams, but it's still the fourth ingredient. So I'm sort of like, 2 grams out of this whole thing is probably a significant amount.
Yeah.
So I think it's just this, magical combination of those fibers plus the allulose and the erythritol that's sending everybody to the bathroom. I think just to be complete. And the other ingredients, pectin is used for the consistency of the gummy. I actually like pectin as an ingredient. And the rest of the stuff in there are the flavors and the colors that they told us.
Yeah.
So all in, would I eat Trader Joe's sweet and sour gummy worms? Maybe occasionally. A couple, it kind of...
You're a risk taker.
Well,
then.
I'd have a couple, but it's one of those things of like, I always say, this is opposed to what? How much and how often? My concern is more that the way this is marketed is that it gives people the impression that this is a choice that's going to improve their health or that it's a great thing to have. And so they end up eating these more often and more of them than if they went out and bought like the Haribo or the Trolley gummy worms.
Yeah.
Or another kind of candy. And that's where I don't even know that I'm like a yes and. I think I'm an okay and.
Personally, I do not like the taste of literally any sweetener that's not actual sugar. So
I would much rather eat like an actual Sour Patch Kid if I was going to have the thing.
Yeah. And my stomach would probably hurt anyway because I'm 46 years old and can't do that stuff anymore. But but like I used to put like Equal in my coffee.
I can't do that.
Like that was my, and then all of a sudden I just like stopped having the tolerance for it. And now I can't take a taste of anything.
Because our taste buds adjust. So the longer we go without these things, the more we clean up the rest of the foods that we eat, the more we notice these.
Yes.
So, well, there you have it. The Trader Joe's sweet and sour gummy worms. Well, as always, everybody, I'm your host, Jenn Trepeck. Connect with me on Instagram or all social media. I'm at Jenn Trepeck, JENNTREPECK. Website is asaladwithasideofries.com. Pick your platform, send a message. Hearing from you is the highlight of my day. I love hearing your questions, your takeaways, your ideas. This is also the easiest way to learn more about working with me. Leslie Boys, thank you for being here and joining me this week.
Yes, thank you for having me. This was not surprisingly awesome.
Yes, I'm so excited. And everybody jump over to the Fitness of Business podcast too. And of course, if you are not already, become a member of the Happy Healthy Hub. You'll go to asaladwithasideofries.com/membership. This shows your support for this podcast, this community, and above all, your health. On top of access to the community board where we can interact, ask and answer questions, and so much more. You get discounts, curated content, and of course, this week's recipe for the dill pickle potato salad. Well, friends, that's it for today's episode of Salad with a Side of Fries. Congratulations for making yourself and your health a priority. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to click subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform. Share us with a friend, and we'll be back next week. Always remember, you deserve it and you are worth it. Happy healthy.